Protests in Ahmad's town in Syria started late, about a month after they started in Damascus. The security situation wasn't very risky until late 2011, early 2012. That's when there started to be checkpoints around town. They were still able to move in and out of town. In the middle of 2012, the security situation deteriorated, with more FSA presence in town and new makeshift courthouses with prisons set up. Staying felt risky. He had no choice but to move. The city had become too expensive. Regime security killed one neighbor, a shop owner, and arrested another. It was really scary. They finally made the decision to move. With 10 people in the car, Ahmad recalled not being able to bring his father, as he was no more. With his savings and a loan from his sister, Ahmad, along with his family, made the decision to move to Egypt. This was not easy. To get there, he, his wife, and twin toddlers went by car to Lebanon, and from there they went to Jordan before flying to Egypt. They lived in a neighborhood in Cairo. His friend had rented an apartment. It was awful, but it was ready. Ahmad gathered small amounts of money by pursuing several jobs, including translation, teaching online courses, and another technical job. Ahmad relied on Western Union to receive wages from the Gulf and got the transfers in US dollars. The brother of a friend who lived in Egypt sent him money through bank transfers and opened a bank account with an Egyptian bank. He used the bank to receive the transfers but did not store any money there. For the work originating in Syria, his brother in Syria received the money in person. Payment was always delayed. He would get the money 6 months after finishing. The money was paid in Syria, and it stayed there. He opened bank accounts for many in his family only because they had sold off their assets and needed to hold the money and rent they had received from the shops they owned and rented out. He also had an account in the Gulf that he didn't use much. In Istanbul, he used PayPal, but soon it was shut down. He had 2 bank accounts, but he could not get a credit card as he didn't have sufficient identity proof and documentation for verification. Money transfer also became an issue in Turkey as he was unable to make any transfers in US dollars. Transferring money to Syria would depend on the Hawala system, but this was still a major issue. Ahmad was not confident about doing it as he worried about the person receiving the money. He said, "If I'm wanted by the regime, and I don't think I am, but if I am and someone received money from me, it would put them at risk." We often buy each other things to return money. He bought tickets for his friend's wife, and children. Through a friend's connection, Ahmad found a job in Turkey. To prepare to travel to Istanbul, he brought everything he could within the weight allowance on the plane, and the rest had to be left behind. He only brought $200 in cash. He left $500 with his wife, who would be in Egypt with his kids. Once he settled himself down, he started allocating funds to pay back the money he owed to people all around the world. Many told him that they did not want the money back, and instead told him that he should pay it forward if he wanted. He recalled to not have remembered how he made his first transfers to Syria. He never did it the official way. He said, "My sister is my banker. She has been doing this for me for 3 years. I don't know how much money I have with her, probably between $2,000 to $2,500. Ahmad said, "There are so many people who helped me. They made me feel safe. I was a stranger to so many, but they all helped me. I wish I could thank them."